Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azzahra. Now, I'm going to present about eco-criticism Buell's theory in children's literature, The Giving Tree by Stein. So, let's start. First of all, I want to explain about definition children's literature. Children's literature, the body of written works and accompanying illustrations produced in order to entertain or instruct young people. The genre encompasses a wide range of works, including acknowledged classics of world literature, picture books, and easy-to-read stories written exclusively for children, and fairy tales, lullabies, fables, folk songs, and other primary orally transmitted materials. So, next, the synopsis of the story. The Giving Tree by Shel tells about human behavior towards the environment. It started with a tree that loved a boy who came to the tree every day to play and do fun activities. However, it was no longer the same when the boy grew up. The day after day, the boy came to ask the tree for something, starting from the fruit he will sell to get money, the branches he will bring to build a house, and the trunk he uses to make a sailboat. Until one day, the boy grew old and asked the tree to be his resting place because he was very tired. And the tree happily asked the boy to rest on its old trunk. So, this story represents the issue of eco-criticisms. Next, about eco-criticisms, discussing the issue of eco-criticisms, the story The Giving Tree by Shel is a children's literary work that describes how human behavior towards the environment. Lawrence Buell defines eco-criticisms as a study of the relationship between literature and the environment conducted in a spirit of commitment to environmentalist practice. Therefore, eco-criticism is study of the relationship between literature and the environment. So, shades of ecology according to Buell. According to Lawrence Buell, ecology has two shades, the shallow and the deep ecology. The shallow ecology is beliefs that the whole purpose of nature is to serve mankind and humans are the masters of nature, while the deep ecology advocates preservation of nature to keep it in its original form without any interference of man. Next, if you look at the case of the story The Giving Tree, it can be seen that human behavior towards the environment is categorized as the shallow ecology. It can be seen in the statement, and so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the last, and so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. The boy has primary and secondary needs related to the tree. So it can be said that the story contains the shallow ecology shade, because it believes that the whole purpose of nature is to serve mankind and humans are the masters of nature, and then consider themselves being the only literary creator thinks himself superior over the others. Next, about waves of ecocritics. According to Buell, according to Lawrence Buell, there are two waves of ecocritics. The first wave is that initially aimed at earth care, and the second wave is critique of how our culture devalues and degrades the natural world. Okay, same with the previous case. If you look at the case of the story The Giving Tree, it can be seen that human behavior towards the environment is categorized as the second form of waves of ecocriticism. It can be seen in the statement, "And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house." And the last, "And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away." So, this statement seeks to locate the vestiges of nature in cities and expose crimes of eco-injustice against society's marginal section. It uses them as a context for analyzing the principles and customs of our society in relationship to nature. Often, the result is a critique of how our culture devalues and degrades the natural world. Thus, the conclusion, the analysis concludes that the story The Giving Tree tells about human behavior towards the environment that ultimately represents the issue of ecocriticism according to Lawrence Buell's theory. It has been explained that, according to Buell, ecocriticism is a study of the relationship between literature and the environment. This story also represents the shallow ecology shade and the second form of waves of ecocriticism according to Lawrence Buell's theory. Thus, this is the relationship between literature and the environment. Okay, so that's my presentation about ecocriticism Buell's theory in children's literature, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.